Alright, we're going to cover some testing of the throttle control. I've got it hooked to a screen here, so as I turn it up, I can read the volt command. So this one's only going to about 3.8 volts. It's a 5 volt ref. It goes down to about 0.4 volts, so 412 milliamps, or millivolts, sorry. So 5 volt ref right now. I've got, this is different than what's going to be on the RT9. This is the same, except on the RT9 you're only going to have, you will only have 3 wires, A, B, and C, in your panel, which when we get to the panel, they're all the same color, which is fun, because they're green, green, and green. They are marked P1, P2, and P3, so your number 5, if you follow over to the engine harness schematic, and this one's the control panel schematic, so over to the engine harness schematic, pin number 5 is your violet. It goes to pin 9 at your 50 pin connector, and if you look at the Cummins schematic, pin 9 is your position signal, so that is basically, they say signal, the other one's marked position return, but that's actually an internal ground, pin 23, and pin 22 is your 5 volt ref. So pin 22 are marked in red on this one. I'll send these to you. It goes to pin 13, which then again runs across to pin 13, which turns to green. I just highlighted it yellow here just to make it easy to follow. So that's pin C. So that is going to be your 5 volt ref. So if we shoot over to here, we can see pin C, the third one down, is your red. Your center one on this is white. On yours it's going to be green. Let's see, the center one is B, that's your green. That goes to 15. Over to here we have 15, which is black, which runs to pin 23. And again, that's your ground. So if you were to check between, if you just unplug this, right now I've got it jumped. If you were to check across your ground in your pin wire here, you should have 5 volts. Now you jump the other side through the thing, and you would see a return voltage. This one obviously is black. I've got it wired to blue here. So if I switch this over, there goes the phone. Okay. So now I'm at 0.5 volts, which is a little bit off from what I'm seeing on the screen. But you can test it this way. As you're turning this thing up, it should range up. So I'm twisting it now. We're at 3.8. I'm a little bit off on what this is reading, which is odd, because I'm reading it directly through, and I'm reading 3,713 millivolts, which that's 3,806 millivolts. So not sure why it's doing that. Maybe my 5 volt ref is doing some weird stuff between the multimeter and that. I don't know, but either and or, you want to see it range. If it's ranging, even if it's 100 millivolts off, it's not going to make a difference. When you hit the center button and center it down, it should go back to a base voltage. So these are supposed to range 0.5 to 4.5 volts, or 500 to 4,500 millivolts. That should get you a good base. I'll send you this, and then I'll send you these quick markups here. You'll be able to follow through. That's one way you could try testing it to make sure that those circuits are good on the machine if the throttle doesn't work, and then we can go from there.